Welcome back to the Ross Bolin podcast. I'm Ross Bolin here with producer Kade Orris. What's good, Kade?
Oh, what's up, Ross? How's it going?
Pretty good. Feel like the little cold I'm coming down with is not so bad.
Oh, that's good.
It's minor.
Minor cold.
That's a weak cold.
Okay. I feel like you're saying that now, and then this weekend you're just going to kick your ass.
Don't put those vibes out there, Kade. I'm trying to stay positive here. Labor Day weekend on the horizon, though, Kade.
Sure is.
You going to make your way out to the lake at all, or?
Absolutely not. Because it's football season now.
I forgot.
Yeah.
That takes priority over everything else.
Yeah. Lake days, pool days, they're over.
They're gone.
Strictly Saturdays are at the bars all day. Sunday, all day on the couch. And that's going to be my weekend for the next 4 or 5 months, however long football season lasts.
How many? Yeah, it's
September, October, November, December, January, and then goes into almost 6.
Love that for us.
Yeah.
Especially for you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, big game Saturday.
So this is the weekend. Buckeyes, Longhorns.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel about it right now. I know I'm going to be anxious, very anxious when kickoff starts, but
just enjoy it, man. Try to enjoy the anticipation. You're defending national champions.
I know. It's just, yeah.
Don't go to negative town, Kade.
I'm not being negative. I'm just like,
no, but I can see the fear in your face.
I just don't know what to expect. Just because it's week 1, I'm just like, it could go either way, like very easily.
No, I understand where you're at, okay? When you've got a championship team, when you start that next season, especially, there's something about the beginning of the season.
You want to start on the right foot.
Yeah. You want to see a continuation of greatness.
You don't want that championship hangover.
No, you don't want the fall off that all too often is a thing for championship teams. So I feel I get it. I'm just saying, try to stay in a positive headspace and enjoy
trying.
it.
I also think we haven't lost a home opener since 1978.
That's a pretty good record.
That's pretty good.
It's a good track record.
That's a good track record.
I feel like that should bring you even more positivity.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited for football to be back.
I'm going to try to soak up these last days of summer before the sad, dark, wet, cold winter comes and claims our souls. Now, to do that, I'm going to have to knock this cold out quickly. But I want to go to the pool this weekend. I want to spend some time getting wet.
Yeah, you're going to get wet this weekend.
That's what I want to do. Let's start today's show with some fun shit, shall we?
Let's do it.
Grab your light. This is Stuff the Wikipedia when you're high.
Stuff the Wikipedia when you're high.
Today's Stuff to Wikipedia when you're high is Ray Caldwell. Raymond Benjamin Caldwell was an American professional baseball pitcher who played in Major League Baseball for the New York Yankees, Boston Red Sox, and Cleveland Indians from 1910
go Tribe.
to 1921, Kade. One of your guys here. He was known for throwing the spitball, and he was one of the 17 pitchers allowed to continue throwing the pitch after it was outlawed in 1920. So, just for the record, this is not what the segment is supposed to be about, but I didn't realize that after they outlawed the spitball,
which I'm assuming they just spit on the ball.
Yeah, I mean,
spit on that thing.
The modern day version of it is like sticky stuff.
Sure, yeah.
You can't use a substance or anything wet. You can't use your saliva. You know, you're allowed to like lick your fingers or whatever, but you need to wipe them on yourself afterward. You got to be careful about all that. But back in the day, they were just straight up spitting on their hands, spitting on the ball.
And this helps with what
movement.
Again?
It makes the ball move like crazy.
Okay. Gotcha.
To the point of being unhittable. But I didn't realize that after they outlawed the spitball, or when they outlawed the spitball, they actually grandfathered in 17 guys who were allowed to continue throwing it after it was outlawed in 1920. So it says pitchers were allowed to continue throwing the spitball after it was outlawed in 1920 through a grandfather clause that exempted 17 pitchers who depended on the pitch for their livelihood.
Is that the only pitch in their arsenal?
I don't. It's a great question. Apparently,
they have a knuckleball or a curve, nothing like that, just straight spitball.
it says these specific pitchers were allowed to continue throwing the spitball until they retired from the sport, a courtesy extended by baseball's ruling body to protect the careers of established spitballers. So there were 17 guys that they grandfathered in. Raymond Benjamin Caldwell, Ray Caldwell, our subject today, was one of them who was allowed to continue throwing the spitball, which is just a random kind of aside. But Caldwell was notorious during his playing career for his addiction to alcohol and partying. Just a straight-up alcoholic.
Love that.
This guy. I feel like this is the case with a lot of old-school baseball players for some reason, you know? He possessed a self-destructive streak, these are Wikipedia's words, not mine, that many of his contemporaries believed stopped him from reaching his full potential. In 1924, Miller Huggins, who everyone knows,
Of course, yeah.
wrote, Caldwell was one of the best pitchers that ever lived, but he was one of those characters that keep a manager in a constant worry. If he had possessed a sense of responsibility and balance, Ray Caldwell would have gone down in history as one of the greatest of all pitchers. That's exactly how I feel about my pitching career.
Yeah. If you weren't partying and doing drugs and
If I had a sense of responsibility and balance, I could have been one of the GOATs. You know?
yeah, but then your high school baseball coach told you to cut your hair, and you're like, nope, not for me.
No, I'd rather do pot.
Yeah, your career got cut short.
Yeah. Suffice it to say, Ray had some serious personal issues. Over the course of his career, he was repeatedly fined or otherwise reprimanded for drunkenness and misconduct and missing practices and team meetings and the like. At one point in his career, he was charged with grand larceny halfway through the season for allegedly stealing a ring. He was also taken to court by his one of at least 4 wives, who sued him for alimony after he abandoned her and their son. I've abandoned my boy. So Ray, just to make sure we get it in here, Ray may have been a piece of shit.
Just a little bit.
May have been a piece of shit. That being said, Caldwell was a very good hitting pitcher in his career, posting a .248 batting average with 138 runs, 8 home runs, which is not a lot of ding-dongs, but people didn't hit homers, pitchers especially, back then the way they do now. 114 RBIs and 78 base on balls.
Damn, bit of a Shohei Ohtani back in the day.
Yeah, drunken Shohei. Shohei's got gambling. This guy had booze. He had 10 or more RBIs in a season 6 times, with a career-high 20 RBIs with the 1915 New York Yankees. He also played all 3 outfield positions and first base in the majors. So he was a bit of a Swiss Army knife, Ray.
A little bit, yeah. He's just out there drunk the entire time.
Just drunk as shit wherever you throw him.
Wait, you think he played games drunk too?
I mean, it's
very likely.
It sounds likely, yeah. But his biggest claim to fame, Ray Caldwell, is that on August 24th of 1919, so this week, 5 days ago, this is August 29th, but in 1919, Ray Caldwell was struck by lightning while on the mound pitching. He was knocked unconscious, refused to leave the game, and went on to record the final out for the win. So I'll read you some of the stories straight from MLB.com. This is referenced on Wikipedia, but there are not a ton of details on Wikipedia. So it sounds like one of those sports stories it would be difficult to find legitimate sources about. Not the case with this one. Straight from Major League Baseball's official freaking website, okay? It says, and I'm jumping to like the halfway point of a very long article here. After getting jettisoned by 2 teams in the span of 9 months, Caldwell's future prospects in the game didn't look good. Like I said, he kept getting in trouble. He had a lot of serious issues. Back to the article. But the Indians were chasing the White Sox for the American League pennant and were desperate for whatever pitching could be had. And Caldwell could be had. Cleveland manager Tris Speaker had an unusual plan to find a sustainable balance between work and play for Caldwell. After every game he pitched, he would be encouraged to get drunk and would not report to the clubhouse the next day. When he returned the second day following his start, he would run a bunch of laps around the park to get it out of his system. Then he would begin the process of preparing for his next start. No one could say no to a deal like that, so Caldwell signed with the team on August 19th. So just to pause. He signs with the team on August 19th because the Cleveland manager tells him, look, buddy, here's what we're going to do. After every start, you go just get rip-roaring blackout drunk. You do not have to come to work the next day. The day after your blackout, you can come in, and then we'll start the process of preparing for your next start. So he's essentially given like an alcoholic regimen different from every other starting pitcher just so they could get him on the team, okay? 5 days after signing that deal, Caldwell made his debut, taking the mound at Cleveland's League Park against the lowly Philadelphia Athletics. I love hearing all the old baseball, and it's like,
Right.
how did we even get there?
Yeah.
How did the Athletics end up in fucking Oakland and the Phillies end up in Philadelphia? Like, crazy. Anyway, that's how long ago this was. General Manager Speakers Gamble was working out. Caldwell cruised through 8 2/3 innings. Again, this is his debut in Cleveland.
He's thrown a full game.
He's 8 2/3 of the way through the game. He's 1 out from a complete game, giving up only 1 run on 4 hits, and he stood on the mound in the top of the 9th inning, about to seal a 2-1 win for his new team in his debut after being given an alcoholic contract. And he's trying to finish the game out before a thunderstorm is rolling in. Okay? Because, they'll call that shit.
Right.
If they start seeing lightning and thunder.
Yeah, a little delay
Yeah. Light-hitting shortstop Joe Dugan stepped into to the batter's box at the plate, representing the potential final out of the game. And what happened next is a matter of some dispute, but 2 things we know for sure. A bolt of lightning struck somewhere within the confines of League Park, and it knocked Caldwell out cold. Some reports say the lightning struck an iron rail near the press box and made its way down to the field and out to the mound. Franklin Lewis, author of A History of the Indians, saw it differently. He said, quote, "A bolt came hurtling from the sky and smashed into the ground near the pitcher's mound. A direct hit would have killed any mortal. Caldwell was struck, a glancing blow, fortunately. He was flattened and knocked unconscious for 5 minutes. So for 5 minutes, he's out cold on the ground, and they think he's dead. Okay, Caldwell had a different theory. The bolt entered him through the metal button atop his cap. You know how all baseball hats and the Ohio State cap you're wearing, the Astros cap I'm wearing, they have the little button up there, a little metal button, right? He thinks he got struck.
Metal.
Well, underneath the fabric, yeah.
Okay, that's metal. All
Yeah,
right.
you never deconstructed a baseball hat?
No, I can't say I have.
So he thinks he got hit right there.
Right on top of his head.
Top of his head. He said the experience felt like someone hit him on the head with a wooden board. After the game, he claimed to have discovered a burn mark on his chest, which he attributed to the lightning strike. Others on the field received electric shocks as well. The strike knocked off catcher Steve O'Neill's mask and cap. Okay, I don't know how that works, but like lightning struck, his fucking catcher's mask and hat go flying off. Third base coach Harry Davis lost his hat. Umpire Billy Evans said he felt the tingle of electricity in his legs. Ray Chapman, this is a different Ray,
Okay.
who would later die after getting hit by a pitch a year later, reported numbness in his legs that nearly caused him to fall while running to Caldwell from shortstop. So shortstop Ray Chapman is like, oh shit, my pitcher just got hit by lightning. Starts running towards him, feels numbness in his legs that almost causes him to fall because of the electricity. And then also that same guy dies a year later from getting hit by a pitch. Sad story. Ray Chapman had a rough career. One of Caldwell's teammates claimed to have gotten a second shock from touching the pitcher on the head. I don't know what that dumbass thought was going to happen. Don't touch the guy with your hand. But whatever happened, it says, it's clear that Caldwell got the brunt of it. As he lay stretched out in the pitcher's box, according to the Sporting News, his teammates feared he might be dead. But after about 5 minutes of extremely justifiable panic, he came to. So I'm imagining like a Frankenstein, just like, or like the Undertaker gif.
Oh, where he just
where he
sits
rises
straight
up out of the box. So obviously, they're checking on the guy out there, probably trying to convince him to leave the game. Like, dude, Ray, come on, we only need one more out. Like, and you just got hit by lightning. We have to pull you from the game. He refuses to leave the game. Doesn't come out of the game to recover from the shock or seek medical attention. No, he had business to attend to, namely getting Dugan out and ending the game, and that's just what he did, quickly inducing a ground ball to third base. Miraculously, Caldwell didn't suffer any lasting effects from this scary moment aside from that alleged burn mark, which I guess it's alleged because, I don't know, he didn't show anybody. If anything, his pitching record suggests the lightning strike might have been a boon for his career. Just over 2 weeks later, He threw a no-hitter against the Yankees, his former team, and all told, he went 5-1 that season with a 1.71 ERA with the Cleveland Indians in 1919.
Wow.
It's a crazy story. An insane story for what seems like a kind of insane guy. So his Wikipedia page is one of the longest I've ever seen for an obscure baseball player.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
there's a lot.
It is lengthy.
Yeah. He did win a World Series at one point. He also threw a no-hitter. Oh, yeah, we just said that against the Yankees, his former team.
Oh, the Indians won the World Series. Hell yeah, go us.
Look at you guys.
Look at us. I think that was our only one ever.
You did it.
We did it. I think he got absolutely shit-faced out of that game, too.
Oh, no doubt.
Not the World Series. Well, probably the World Series, but
Probably
he got struck by lightning.
One thing I read said he didn't contribute much for that World Series win. I think he made it like one inning and got pulled.
Maybe he should have gotten struck by lightning again.
Yeah, not enough lightning or not enough booze, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
But that is the story of Raymond Benjamin Caldwell, a.k.a. Ray, who got struck by lightning. What was it, top of the ninth or bottom of the ninth? In the ninth inning, stayed out there and finished the game. Never quit, Kade.
Never quit. Yeah, you won't see that in today's MLB or any profession. Right?
No, they're all soft now.
Yeah, they're too soft.
He's struck by lightning, probably out for the season.
Yeah. Yep.
This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. Summer is winding down. Got less than a month left of my favorite season of the year, so you know I'm soaking up these last rays of sunshine at the neighborhood pool. But being out in the sun for a few hours at a time means I need two things. One, sunscreen to protect my white ass. And two, Liquid IV to keep me from getting dehydrated. Whether you're soaking up the last bits of summer or gearing up for those back-to-routine vibes, capture sun-drenched memories with the Orange Vanilla Dream Hydration Multiplier from Liquid IV. This nostalgic vanilla flavor with notes of candied orange can help keep you hydrated better than water alone. Visit liquidiv.com and use code ROSS at checkout for 20% off your first order. We've been loving Liquid IV here at Bolin Media for many, many years because it gets the job done, hydrates better than water alone, and tastes incredible. With a massive variety of delicious flavors, Liquid IV makes regular water tasty as hell and more effective. I'm loving the new Orange Vanilla Dream flavor. I mix it in my water bottle in the morning and before workouts as well to get 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks. We've got like 20 bags of Liquid IV in the storage closet here at Bolin Media, so it's always available for us and our guests. We love it. Guests love it as well. Just 1 stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. Powered by Live Hydra Science, an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients that turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration. 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink. 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. Savor the last bits of summer with Liquid IV. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first order with code ROSS at checkout. That is 20% off your first order with code ROSS at liquidiv.com. See the link and details in the description of this episode. We've got a ton of great content going for you right now at Bolin Media. If you are a Houston sports fan, I'm dropping new episodes of my Houston sports show, Banging the Can, every Monday and Friday. You can listen on podcast platforms, watch on youtube.com/@bangingthecan. You can also watch on Spotify now, and follow @bangingthecan on all the social platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Threads. Houston sports fans, get at me, enjoy Banging the Can. If you love TV and movies, this week on Oysters, Clams, and Cockles, we discussed The Gilded Age Season 3. My co-host Barrett finally caught up, so we got to talk Gilded Age. Great show. We are going to begin coverage of Task on HBO the week after next. Come watch Task with us. It looks tight. It's the series premiere, not this upcoming Sunday, but the one after that. You can enjoy Oysters, Clams, and Cockles, hosted by me and Barrett Dudley, wherever you get your RVP. OCC will be entering its 10th year of existence next year. Crazy. We're also doing a podcast for every episode of The Wire Season 1, friendly to first-timers and rewatchers on patreon.com/Oysters, Clams, Cockles. If you want to watch The Wire with Barrett and I, come through. Having a blast. We're 5 episodes deep into The Wire Season 1. Again, if you've watched it before and you want to watch it again, maybe it's been a long time for you. I've seen it probably 4 or 5 times through, but it's been at least 7 or 8 years since I watched The Wire, and it's been really, really fun to get back into it. It is my co-host Barrett Dudley's first time, so we make every podcast friendly to new people and people who are watching it for the second time or more. Of course, Jared J-Bone Borislow is over covering the F1 season on Formula Bone. So you can get a preview and a recap of every race over on Formula Bone, available wherever you get RBP as well.
I think they just started their
Summer break.
Their summer break's over now, so they're back at it. Back at it.
Love that for the F1 fans. Speaking of Patreon, we do an additional ad-free episode of the Ross Bolin podcast every week that is available exclusively on patreon.com/Ross Bolin podcast. Producer Kade and I discuss random stuff like this week. We talked about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement a little bit. The New York Times putting the Daily Mini behind a paywall because that deeply upset me. Temporarily, I will note I have since found a fix. My mom shared her New York Times subscription with me, so I can now do the Mini.
Love that.
Thanks,
for
Mom.
you.
Love you. We also talked about the Cracker Barrel rebrand a little bit. Had some fun with that. We also took hotline calls, as we normally do on Patreon, from 888-WR-BOLIN, where we respond to listeners' questions and stories. This week, we got one call about sleepwalking that led to a fun little conversation, so I'm going to share that call, that part of this week's Patreon exclusive episode with you now in hopes that it'll get more of you subscribed over on patreon.com/Ross Bolin podcast because we need you. Enjoy.
Good morning, boys. This is Cal. I'm calling in from Boston. Curious if you guys have any personal experience with like night terrors or sleepwalking. I do. My wife told me last night that I was giggling in my sleep again, which does happen often. She says she absolutely cannot stand it. It creeps her out so much. But my worst stuff I've ever done is usually whenever I move into a new spot, whether it be like a new apartment or somewhere else, like when I was in college, I usually sleepwalk all over the place. And one time at college, I sleepwalked outside of the dorm in just a towel, and I woke up to the door closing. And I was locked out, and I had to go knock on a girl's window freshman year to have her get me back in. Most embarrassing thing ever. And then my first apartment in Boston after I graduated from college, I had a dream that I was on fire or that the room was on fire. And I sleepwalked out into the living room completely naked, took off all my clothes, and just walked out there. So I don't know if that's just my go-to is just to get naked in a scary situation. But anyway, curious if you guys got any of those, or Ross, if your kids have started to sleepwalk yet, but be curious to hear. All right, boys, have a great week.
Started to sleepwalk, like it's guaranteed they're going to sleepwalk? Man, I hope they don't sleepwalk. I have one good sleepwalking story. It was a girl I knew in college, fun girl. She why'd you laugh at that? I didn't mean that in a suggestive way. It wasn't like that. It's a friend. And she was in the dorm. She woke up like a block and a half away, butt ass naked, walking on the sidewalk in the middle of the night. So it was like 3:34 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And not on the weekend. This was not a party night. It was just like a sober Tuesday or something. And she had to, didn't have a phone on her, nothing. Just jumped into a bush and hid, butt ass. And I don't know what she eventually did. Maybe she collected enough leaves to cover up her bits and pieces and then ran back or something. But that always horrified me because I was like, here's what I don't get about sleepwalking. Who's in charge?
Yeah.
Right now, sitting next to you, I just raised my hand like this. I made that decision.
Right.
I'm choosing the things that are coming out of my mouth, right? If I want to bang my head into the table, I can do that.
Right.
Who's in charge when you're sleepwalking?
I mean, it's still...
Is it you?
I mean, yeah. I don't know what the other answer would be.
You don't sleepwalk, right?
No.
So have you ever sleptwalked?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think I have either. I just Googled it. It says, during sleepwalking, no single decision maker is in control. Rather, it's a state of brain disassociation where motor control and automatic behaviors are active, but the prefrontal cortex responsible for conscious thought, judgment, and memory remains inactive and asleep. Essentially, the brain gets stuck between wakefulness and deep sleep, allowing for movement and even complex actions without conscious awareness or recall. So, sleepwalking people, how does this not horrify you? Because what if your fucking sleepwalking brain decides, I'm going to do murders or commit a break-in?
Yeah.
I'm serious. Who's in charge there? It's some demonic shit. This guy's getting naked. I do like the move of stripping naked because you think there's a fire, though. I feel like that actually makes sense. the clothes are flammable.
Right, yeah.
Get
Also,
the-
you can be kind of flammable too, but
yeah, I feel afraid for his dick and balls.
yeah.
Maybe keep something between your man pieces and the heat.
Sure. But no sleepwalking. No, I don't really get night terrors a whole lot. Or like, I think we talked about like sleep paralysis. Like I've gotten
Yeah, I
that,
had
like,
that once
or twice.
in puberty. I feel like is when it was.
Mm-hmm.
Me neither, man. I've never really talked in my sleep. I don't think.
I mean, yeah, not that I know of. Like, I don't even know if I snore.
I've only experienced a couple different people talking in their sleep in the vicinity of me where I was like, "Hey, shut the fuck up! Trying to sleep here. What are you doing? You're asleep. Holy shit! Who are you talking to?"
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole genre of sleep activities, that shit scares me, dude.
Freaks me out, yeah.
Because it's like, who's in charge?
Mm-hmm.
Who's
I'm
making the calls?
like low-key, like, when I have like because I had like a nightmare last night. It wasn't like anything too crazy, but like I was at like some like campgrounds and it was like me and one other person. We were like on like night duty, just like
Was it camping guy?
no, it wasn't camping. I don't even remember like who the other person was, but because we like split up, and I remember it was just like dark as shit out, and I like look over to a window and there's just like a woman in like all black,
Oh,
just like
hell
staring
no.
at me. It looked like the Bene Gesserit.
Oh,
Dune.
fuck.
And I woke up and I was like, I thought I was gonna like not be able to like move or like see like
Oh,
that.
dude,
Like that I was
sucks.
like, so yeah, that freaked me out. But like I woke, it was like at 6. I'm like, okay, I'm good actually. If it was like at like 2 or 3 in the morning,
Then
I
it's a
would,
problem.
yeah.
You feel a lot safer when you know dawn is near.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
100%.
yeah.
Oh, fuck, it's morning. I'm fine.
Yeah.
But if it's 2, 3 a.m., it's going to be a long ride the rest of that
Oh,
night.
dude, it will take me many hours to fall asleep again.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
Let us know if you're a sleepwalker, if you've ever done something illegal while you were sleeping. And what's the law there? How's that work? Can they like prosecute you if it wasn't even you? You know?
Yeah. If you're
I bet there's a
bleeding-
case like this. I bet we could find it.
Oh, for sure.
But not right now.
Not right now.
Next call. All right, that's all of this week's Patreon episode that you're getting here, but you can go subscribe now on patreon.com/Ross Bolin Podcast and get a 7-day free trial. Check out the rest of this week's episode, go through our backlog of hundreds of ad-free exclusive episodes available only on Patreon, and decide if you want to stick around to support the podcast, which of course we would ask that you do. Patreon.com/Ross Bolin Podcast. That will do it for this week's show. Call your grandparents. It's the last 3 days of Call Your Grandparents month, August. Right, we got 3 days, like 29th, 30th, 31st. Yeah.
Yep.
Math. Call your grandparents. Last 3 days of Call Your Grandparents month. Support our sponsors. This week we had Liquid IV. Go to liquidiv.com. Use code ROSS at checkout, and you'll get 20% off your first order. Follow Kade, producer Kade, on social media at Kade Orris, Kadeorris. I'm at WR Bolin on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Boss Rollin' on Letterboxd. Kade is still Kade Orris on Letterboxd. I've fallen off so hard on Letterboxd. I got to get my shit back together.
You don't watch many movies.
When I do, I forget to log them.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
not.
Oh, see, I'm like immediately after.
See,
Like, as soon as I watch a movie, I'm like, okay, I might not give it a rating immediately, but like I'll like say I watch it just so I have it.
See,
there
I
for
need
later.
time to soak it in,
Yeah.
and then I forget to go back
Mm-hmm.
and tack it into the old Letterboxd. I need to get my shit together. Until next time, remember, you are not alone. Peace be with you.
And also with you.